first name, right? Same thing, where we are written all the our DB related. This is our project DAO. In DAO, we are taking this. So select E from employee as E. Then this query is executing, right? Clear? So this is we done here. Clear? And how we are getting the query interface reference by calling the session.create query method. And once you got this query, then we have to call which method? List method. And it's written the list of the records from the database, and you are iterating. You can use for loop or for each loop. Clear? And next approach is which one? Iterator is there. Okay, we can, instead of using the list method, we can use iterator. But this iterator method is not giving the best performance. Why? Because it's taking the first all IDs from the EMP table, first fetching all the employee IDs. Then after each employee ID related, again we are querying. So for example, in our database, how many records are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 queries are there, right? 7 for you are fetching the first query is all employee IDs you are getting, first query, and the second query, each ID related information you are getting. Means 7 plus 1, 8 times is executing. But whereas list is only in a single query you are fetching all the records. So list is giving the best performance instead of using iterator. Okay, see, I given the comment here. It's only ID values which are the primary keys. Okay, then each primary key related again you are getting iterator. You know iterator, right? Java.util package, and you are fetching as next method, and next method is iterating. Clear? So now we can execute with the iterator method now. So I'm changing the code with iterator. And I hope you are all executed this one yesterday what we discussed. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now once again I'm executing this which one? Get all employees. Okay, so I'm getting all employees. See here how hibernate query is generating by using a list method, and the same way we can use iterator. See here, only one query is executed, right? And fetching the records. This is about list method. Clear? Now, instead of list method, if I am using the which one? Iterator. Okay. So what is the process? How it's iterating? Okay. And this iterator return type is iterator, right? So it's not a list. Then what should I do? We can take a new method in interface. Same thing, get all employees by using iterator. Get employees by iterator. Iterator. And what is the return type here? Iterator only, right? Iterator. And it is available in the which package? Tell me. Java.util.
Collection.
Java.util. Right? Then here we need to override here. Here we got this some error, right? And we need to override. Add an implemented method. Then save, no error. Then this is a common up to session. Okay, up to here is common. Query also is common. Then this create method also common. Just only the execution approach is different, right? We are calling the factory object. Okay, and which one? Session object and query, and after that query interface. Okay, then we have to use which method? Query dot iterator method. Instead of list method, we are using iterator. Iterator is return type is also iterator, right? Java.util. Clear? And we can just add here return keyword. Then our logic is done. Okay. Now we can test this application, right? How we can test? We'll go to test tab, and here we can comment this one. Okay. The next one, EMP operations. EMP operations dot get employees by iterator. Okay. Then what is returning? Iterator or iterator, right? Iterator. Some iterator equals. Okay. And this is import from java.util package. Are you following? And how we are iterating one by one? So iterator, which methods are there? Next method, next element methods are there, right? First of all, we have to check it out whether the records are there or not. What method we are using? Iterator dot next method. Okay. Then if its next elements are there, what we are doing? We are storing into the employee object. Okay. Iterator dot next method. Next method is returning the object type. But what I required? I required employee type, employee object type. So in that case, what should I do? Tell me. You have to do what? Typecasting. Add cast to the employee. Right? So here, instead of next method, what method we have to call? Boolean value. Dot as next method is there. As next is there is written the true or value, right? Boolean type. And after that, you can print those details. Okay. And what is that? We can print E. That's it. Okay. Save. No errors, right? And just run our application. Run as Java application. See here, Hibernate how is doing with the help of the iterator method. See how many queries are executed. So this is one of the interview question. What is the difference between the list method and iterator method in Hibernate? Okay. So now we are using which method? Iterator method. Iterator method, what happened here? Hibernate, what is done? Selecting the IDs from all the employee tables. So how many IDs are there? That all the example, 7 IDs are there in my database, right? Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct? 7 IDs. First queries is returning the 7 IDs, and each 7 ID related, the records will fetching. Understood? Here, where employee ID equal to. Correct? And first ID you are getting. Okay? And second ID, third ID, and fourth ID. Every time is getting. It's a performance issue, right? Yes, sir. So which method is better? Only one-time execution is better, or each record, each execution is better?
Only one time.
Only one time is better.
So which is better? A list method or we are still there line? So which method is better? List method or iterator method?
List.
Everyone, you have understood, right? Difference between the list and iterator method. See here, there's a log message you can understand, right? So these many SQL queries are executed. If in the database is 100 records are there, 100 records 100 times plus extra for get the primary keys, means 101 times it will execute. So it's a performance issue, right? And database operations are costly operations. With respect to which one? Performance wise. So only one time execute, and we can reuse in Java side. We can store in the list object and we can process it. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So we have to use which one? List only in real time. So this is a way to use. Only execution method will change. The rest of the thing is same. Query dot list method, query dot iterate method. Done?
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear? Still you have any doubt? Tell me. I will explain in another way. Otherwise, we have move to the next concept. Everyone is clear? I'm asking you only. 90 members are there.
Yes, sir.
So our concept is what? What is the difference between the list and iterator method in Hibernate? Okay, don't compare with the core Java. The core Java is different, right? List and iterator here is different in Hibernate. Okay. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these things are pinged. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So then we can move to next one here. So this is select the few columns in a list. Then what we have to write? Select only ID name from student table or employee table, right? Then we have the same thing we have to execute list method. List method we can iterate here. Okay, list is got the records and the list size is there, and internally each record contain the one object array. Again you can convert. Okay, if you want to get the any specific things, we'll get each record specific things again getting the internal array. So that is the reason again we need to iterate here inner for loop. Okay, clear? For only to get the specific columns. Next one, conditional selection statement. For example, we are writing where condition, where employee ID or employee salary greater than 1000. Those records only I want to get. Then that time what we are doing, we're adding some query right here. Select from this table where student ID or employee ID greater than 1 and your name like equal to start with A. Okay, you know, right? Like operator, you say SQL. Same thing we can use in HQL also. Okay, you can practice this all example. I will share this document after the session today. Okay, you can practice it. If you have any doubt, we can discuss. Next, aggregation function, you know, right? Count to star, average, okay, sum up. Okay, this all queries also we can execute by using SQL query. Select to count star from. So how many employees are there in my employee list? So you want to find out, right? Then we can use which method? Select count star from student bin. Then we can execute this query and it's written the number list. Then in list we can print that count will come in. How many records are there? That the count will come. Clear? This fifth scenario.
Yes, sir.
And like that you want to get a count star, average, sum up, max up. Okay, we can perform by using SQL query. Next, so you want to execute a subqueries also we can execute. Subqueries are inner queries, right? In SQL. Same things we can execute in HQL also. Like this, we are writing the main query. So main query is what? Select a student table from the student object as ST where total marks. Total marks, so which one? Max total marks. Who got maximum marks from the student table? That record is returning, right? And here also we can, my queries, I want to get the max employee salary details. Who is the max employee salary is there? That I want to get it. So same this query we can execute, right? Yes or no? So first we can execute the backend and the same query you can execute. But backend it won't execute right here, this query. So we have to use different here. Table name, we have to use session. Here we have to use everything. Here is a database independent. Okay. Select star from employee details table as which one as is not required here. Okay, where which one? Salary. Where salary equal to select max of salary. So max salary who is there? Those details will get, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
This is a select star from table where salary equal to max salary of this one. This is the inner query you are writing. Correct. So this is a SQL query, and the same SQL query we can execute in HQL as well. Okay, first which query will execute? Inner query first execute is return the max salary. So max salary is what here? So 40,000, 45. This is first record will come, and this max salary equal to where the details part is there, those records will get, right? And same thing we can also use in our which one, HQL. Okay, so you are getting right, 40,500 and my age and ID is 100. Same thing we can execute in Hibernate by using HQL query. This is a query. Okay, this is today's your homework. I will share this document and you can execute by using HQL queries. Clear? If you have any doubt, let me know. Okay, just we have to change this query only here only. So we can use list method just to change this query and you can work on it. Okay. Next approach is what? Criteria is there. Okay, criteria means, what is the meaning of criteria? Condition. We are applying some conditions. How we can apply? First you take the one example, then you can understand easily. Okay, so once you got the session object, retrieve for the record without specifying any conditions. Okay, like a select star from employee. So we have to use which method? Create criteria. And we are giving the POSO class name. And we have to use which object is returning? Criteria object is returning. Okay, then we have to use list method and return the same thing. Okay, and in this criteria, if you want to add any condition, then we can add here single condition or multiple condition. Here ready-made methods are there. So GE for greater than equal. Okay, LE less than or equal to. Okay, these are specific methods are there. Now we are giving the criteria here. Okay, we are giving what? Restriction. Restriction is a predefined class, utility class. It has a predefined method, static methods. Okay, restriction.gt. Total marks is a greater than or equal to 100. That one condition I am giving, and this condition adding to criteria, and we are getting. Okay, clear? And also we can add the multiple condition. First condition is a total marks 100 undali, and student name start with K undali. Then these two conditions we are applying, condition 1 and condition 2, adding to criteria. Then we are executing. Okay, so now second approach is criteria. Without writing these queries, SQL queries, how we can execute. Okay, same thing. I'm taking the one more method in the interface. Get all employees. It's written same list, and here by criteria. Okay. So now we have to check with this criteria approach. Are you following, right? We are not writing any, by using criteria, what is the advantage? No need to write any queries, HQL queries or SQL queries. We have some predefined methods are there. Okay, how we can do, now we are checking here. Okay, so up to is same session object. Okay, once you got the session object, which is required? Criteria object is required, right? See here, session dot, which method is the criteria? Okay, create criteria, and we are giving which one? Your class name. See, can you see right here? Create criteria method we are using. Okay, and we are giving the which class? Employee, POSO class. Our class name is employee, right? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Employee dot class.
Yes, sir.
Now we here this what happened? From this employee table or employee POSO class, all the records are is returning, and it's returned the which object? Criteria. Okay, criteria. Some criteria equal. Okay. Then we have to execute. Execute method is same like hibernate query. Okay. Criteria dot which method? List method. And in the first time I am not adding any conditions. And here return your list. Return keyword. Correct? Done. Okay, so here if you are using this criteria, what is the advantage? No need to write any query, SQL queries, and we least bother about this alias name and all things. We can use ready-made. So I want this is the best way. So just my requirement is I want to get all employee details. Just you can give the Pojo class name and you can execute by using list method. Then it's execute all the things. Clear? Now I want to test this method. So which is already there. This we can comment this iterator, and this already list is there, right? You can use here forward slash backward slash uncommenting. Okay, this get all employees by criteria, it is written list, and by using list we are doing iterating, right? Save and executing. And nice Java application. Now see, it's same like SQL query is executed, right? Only one SQL query executed and written all the information. Correct? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Criteria is what is the advantage. By using criteria, no need to write any queries, and it's provided some utility class and methods, and we can use them to execute the criteria. We have to call which method? Create criteria method. Create criteria method is available where? In a session interface. Okay. If you want to execute SQL query, what method we have to call? Create query method. Okay. You want to work with SQL queries in session interface, you have to use which method? Create query method. But I don't want to write any queries. I want to use which one? Utility methods. Then you have to use which one? Session dot create query method. Okay. And create query method contain what is that? Directly we can give the Pojo class name and it's written all information. Otherwise, in this one, I want to add some restriction, condition, where condition. How can I do it? Okay. How can I add? So we have a restriction class is there. Okay. So what is the restriction class? Restriction dot we can give a GT. GT means greater than. Okay. Now I am applying this condition. So my requirement is who is max salary of which one? Like 1,000. So least salary is like in my database 4,000 is there, right? So I want to give the max salary about 10,000. Okay. Who are the employees are available more than 10,000 salary? So that condition I want to apply here. Understood? So then here criteria, by using criteria, how we can apply here? We have a which class? Restriction class is there. Restrictions dot which method? We have different methods are there. We can I think it is not imported. Restrictions, not a restrictions. Okay. Restrictions. And we need to import here first of all. If we import, then we can get not identity. Restriction data. We have conditions, right? What are the conditions are there? Here we identified it. And condition is there. See, what are the conditions you want to apply? And condition are between, conjunction, disjunction, equals. Okay, equals with properties. My requirement is greater than. Okay, so I'm writing here which property? GT. Greater than of which property are giving? You can give a property name and object value. Okay, so this is I mean, what is the property name? With this property name, you have to give based on the Pojo class name, right? Pojo class name, what is the your salary? This is the salary we are taking. Are you following, right? If you have any doubt, tell me. Salary. And value, how much? I'm giving them 10,000. Something inside keyboard. So my keyboard is not working. Okay, here what is the value I need to write? So 10,000. Number low. Okay, 1,000, 10,000. Okay, so this is my condition. And this GT method, what is the return type? What is the return type? Restriction you are adding and returning expression arc dot hibernate criteria, and it's written the criterion object. It's written criterion. Okay, see here, if you mouse over that, you can also get criterion. Okay, you have to save into criterion object. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now I am using a criterion object. My keyboard is not working. Criterion. Some C equal to. Okay, this is our condition, and this condition we are adding here. And criterion we need to import it. Import from arc.hibernate package. Okay, then we are this criterion you should add to criteria. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, now what should I do? Next we add to this criteria object. Okay, criteria dot add. Add which object? Criterion object. What is the criterion object name? C here. That's it. Now what is the response we'll get here? So here restriction. My keyboard is not working properly. Let me copy. Okay, clear? So now I'm executing. Can you expect here? What is the output we'll get? More than 10,000 salary records will display it. Okay. So same thing, how many members are there? So we can write here where condition as well, right? Where salary equal greater than, okay, greater than or equal to 10,000. Right? Here how many records will get? Same records will get from Hibernate. Correct? How many here? Only 3 records are there. And if I execute this program, you should get only the same 3 records. Correct? So by criteria, and I'm executing. Run as Java application. So this is easy, right? But instead of using this SQL, some error is occurred. Class cast exception cannot be cast to the Java data. Okay, the database problem here. Nullable type null safety. So see, this is a same query is generating here. ID, name, salary from this employee details table, where what is the condition? Salary greater than. Okay, GT. We are using which method? GT, right? So then, but one error is occurred here. What is the problem here? Could not bind this 1,000. 1,000 is which type? Salary. Salary is which type? Double type. So we have to give double type only. So this by default, which is taking here into type, right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we have to give double. How we are representing double data type? Capital D or small d. Correct? Save. Okay. And once again, test this application. Run as Java application. Now we are fetching, right? Same thing we are getting from this backend database, and same way hibernate also getting. Understood? This is about using
Yes, sir.
criteria. So to work with the criteria, what are the things are required? First, we need to get the criteria object, line number 91. Okay. So once you got the criteria, how we are get the criteria object? By calling session.create criteria method. And in this one, you can pass which table information you want to get. But in Hibernate is a database independent, right? So we don't use table details. We have to use only Pojo class name. We are giving the Pojo class name, and it's a return the criteria object. And in this criteria object, you want to add any condition, or if you don't want to add condition. Okay, if you don't add any condition, we'll get all information, all table employee details will get. It's like a internally executing select star from employees. But I want to add the condition. Okay, so what is the condition I want to add in? This to add the condition, which class is there? Restrictions is there. Okay, restrictions. Restriction means what you want to provide the restrictions on this employee table. So GT means greater than. Okay, if you want to add the equal, greater than equal, GE also there, GE method. So we have many methods are there in restriction class. We can use it. Okay, and it's added, and we can add here some other condition. Second condition, the salary is which one greater than or equal to 10,000, and the employee name start with some. I'm giving the yes. Employee name start with yes. Then also we can add, right? Only two records will come. Okay, understood? Like that also we can add the employee name here. Like operator is there. In SQL, like operator is there, right? Same thing you can add here. Okay, now adding this condition, second condition. Okay, so how we can add? Restriction is a class name. So, and these all are static method. How we are accessing static method? By using class name dot method name, right? Restriction dot like method. And like method we are giving the what? Property name and string value or object value we can give. What is the property name? Name of the employee, right? And value. Value is what we are giving. Start with a capital letter or small s. We can give here. Here, what is the there? Capital letter is there. Capital S. Now I am adding capital S and percentile. Now what happened here? Two conditions we are adding. First condition is employee salary greater than or equal to 10,000, and employee name start with yes. Those records only getting, right? And this condition is another condition, right? Criteria. Okay, we can add here a condition also. Condition 2 equal to, and this is a condition 1 above 1. These two conditions we are applying. Now it's very easy, right? It's like a Java programming. No need to add the queries. No need to learn the SQL query or SQL query, right? Simply we can use as a Java programming. Right? Just a method calling and property setting like that. Understood? And we can add these two conditions. We add to which one? Criteria. Okay, then only it's executed. Okay, criteria dot add your second condition. Now how many records will get? Only these two records, right? Employee salary greater than 10,000 and the name start with yes, and this 1 or 3 record won't come now. Clear? Like that we can apply our conditions. Clear? Or any doubt in any one of the lines? Like that we can add multiple conditions. To add the condition we have to use which class? Restriction class. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we can test this one. Run our test time. Now see, only 2 records are getting right. Correct our requirement. So based on your requirement, you can use our framework and which method is suitable, and we can use and we can achieve our requirement. In company also they are giving the same this type of task. I want to get the employee salary details more than 10,000 and start with yes. Can you write the code? Then easy, right? Just you have to remember these predefined methods. No need to remember about queries or SQL query or SQL query. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is easy or not?
Easy, sir.
Yes, sir.
Easy, sir.
Yeah, everyone. Are you feeling any difficult?
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir, I have small doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, it is the two conditions in taking the only one query.
We are added two conditions, first condition and second condition, and these two conditions adding to criteria.
Yes, sir.
Your question is what? Can you repeat?
We are taking the two conditions, sir.
Correct.
Execute the only taking in one query.
One? Can you repeat? One query or your voice is not clear. Some noise you get.
Yes,
What?
we are
So-
taking the two conditions.
Correct. Condition one, condition two. Adding to criteria.
Yes.
Again. Yes.
Yes,
Next.
sir. It is taking the result is only the combine the two queries and
Queries, it's not queries, it's conditions. Combining these two. First, your line number 91 is what is doing. Line number 91 is doing which one? Select query. Okay. Select a star from which table? Employee table. Okay.
yes, yes, sir.
Employee underscore details. Okay. Then in this one, what we are adding condition. What is the condition? GE. GE means greater than or equal. And we are adding.
Okay.
Yeah, you are adding where condition. Which restriction is related to where condition. Okay, where salary. Where salary we are giving greater than or equal to 10,000. Right? And another condition is there, right?
Okay.
And which is that like operator. We are using like operator.
Okay.
Like that internal is forming. And we can see in the log message, right? In hibernate generated. See here, hibernate generated same query. Select IDs and name and salary as from this table and where condition salary greater than even given value and your name like a question mark. Same hibernate is also generated same SQL query. But we are not writing. Just we are using this predefined method by using criteria.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Understand now?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It's clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
So everyone is clear, right? How is internally queries binding? And instead of here, you can use different R conditions also there. Different ways in the criteria. Okay, we have different methods are there. You can find this criteria add. Okay, and this where required, which we can use get alias. Okay, and here also there which one restriction class. We can use a restriction class methods. So here add and condition, or condition, equal condition. Okay, ID equals like operators, in operators. Same like a SQL query, how you write the query, same thing is there here. Not empty, not equals. Okay, we can use like this on this. LT means less than. LE less than or equal to. Okay, you can try this on this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Anyone, any questions? Or everyone is clear? Okay, good. So I will share now only this document, maybe it's busy. And if you want to add this R condition also, we can add here. First condition one, what is that? A total mark something, okay, and the name is something. And we are using criterion. Restriction dot, which method is there? R method is there. In R method, what we can give condition one or condition two. If any one of the condition is true, we'll fetch the data, right? This is about R. R and conditions there in the restriction class. And R condition we can add to criterion object. then we can execute. Execute means list method. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Now ping your email IDs. I will share this document. In chat box, you can ping your email IDs. I will share this document. Ping in the chat box your mail IDs. I will share. Okay, go through this document and you can practice. If you any get a doubt, note it down, and tomorrow class we can discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'm sending a few of the people. Can you share to the rest of the them?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suresh, I added Suresh. Srinivas. Vishnu. Vishnu. Nine. I'm checking maximum people. Rest of the things you can share. Okay. Please find attachment. Okay, check your notes. Rest of the things. And can you share rest of the things? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is already group is there, Ramchar? Okay, you can share in that group. Everyone will get. Okay, done. No need to see. Oh, then tomorrow we'll start the which one? Spring framework, Spring core model, context model, and MVC model. Okay, and after that Spring Boot. In Spring Boot, what are the things are there? And next level, like we can give these some microservice level. That is also we can discuss.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
in JDBC, we don't need to commit the transaction. Why in Hibernate?
Because here is JDBC is what is a dependent, tightly coupled, right? So here the everything is a possibility is there, is not forcing. Whatever your transaction, you want to test purpose is there. And few of the commands we can execute only Java side and it won't execute at a back end side. Okay, so it's our choice, our developer choice. If you want to this transaction, you want to execute it at Java side, and the same transaction you want to commit at database. Until unless you won't commit, it won't save in the database, right? So that is the reason is given this option. In JDBC is a tight coupled. Everything is forcibly we are doing, and JDBC API is implemented like that. The whatever the transaction you are done, that's automatically auto set commit. In JDBC also one property is there in a prepared statement or statement interface. You can check. Set auto commit false method is there. Okay, if you use the statement interface, set auto commit false, then in JDBC also your transaction won't to save. But by default in JDBC, set auto commit true is there. So that is the reason is automatically saving. And there also you want to do our customization, same like Hibernate, there also we can do. Some methods are there in statement interface and prepare statement. You can check. The method name is set auto commit false is there. In set auto commit, you can pass the false input.
Can we do same thing in Hibernate?
Here is not there. It is because only we are following the framework given things, right?
Okay, sir.
What is the framework is given, we are reusing. We can customization is not allowed. We have to write our own customization techniques. We can do possibilities there, but we need to do the customization.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any questions? Or else we can wind up the things, and you can practice what we discussed in the hibernate and share the document and share the application as well. You have everything, okay, and you can execute and work on it. Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.